everyone, Charlene Bauer, Ladies Off-Road Network, and welcome to Live at 5 on a Tuesday, live from Big Bear, California. It is amazing up here. It's like 80 degrees, and if you understand what that means coming from Arizona, yeah, it's amazing. So here's Oil in their custom cat house, not just a cat house, but a custom cat house. And we are ready to rock and roll. I do have a couple schedule changes for you guys, but I want to make sure everybody gets on first so we have a minute or two to chat about that. With that being said, I'm in Big Bear because we had some rad ladies come to hang out with me this weekend, and I am so thankful for that. It was so awesome. The group that came up had a great time, at least from what they've told me. And I had a great time, I'll tell you that for sure. So we pulled winch lines and we went on cool trails and we plugged tires and you know, in typical Charlene fashion, something always happens while we're on a trail or while we're at I don't know, just along the way. So we ended up getting to actually do a true experience of plugging a tire, which was very interesting, and then which ended in success. And then we ended up on the trail and we ended up seeing a lady that had a challenge after crashing on her mountain bike. And so we added a new friend to my passenger seat and got her off the mountain to where her husband could pick her up with their car, which was really exciting. So hashtag never bored. We always have something that's going on in the background of everything. So, Big Bear is fun. Yes, I highly suggest you guys make the trip at some point in time. Here's the other thing that's going on, and I just wanted to tell you about this because I think it's really important that you realize I was intimidated as all get out today. That was my word, intimidated. So we're in Big Bear, and Snow Summit has a off-road mountain biking downhill park. So during the winter time, you're skiing, and during the summertime, you're downhill mountain biking, right? And I've heard about this for a long time, and I've been wanting to do it, and it sounds so cool. And so yesterday I had other stuff going on, and today was the day. So we pulled up, and I looked around, and I'm like, I don't fit in here. We don't fit in here. We don't have jerseys on, knee pads on, elbow guards on. Like, we don't have all that fancy stuff. We don't have full face helmets and everything else. We're just mountain bikers. I guess, you know, we're not like pro level on the gas downhillers. So I look around, I'm like, okay. And you look up at that mountain and you're like, okay. And so we walk up and we get our tickets, and luckily the girl at the ticket counter, both ladies that we talked to, were really nice. And I'm like, okay, so rookie status here, help me out a little bit. What do we do? And she's like, are you scared? And I'm like, intimidated. I'm not scared. I'm intimidated by this entire scene right now. And then I saw a dad with his couple kids, and they were way greener than we were. And I'm like, okay, we're a step up. We're not the greenest people here, right? And so I breathed a little bit and put our tickets on the back, and then you have to go on a chairlift to the top of the mountain. Now, I'm super stoked about this because I hate pedaling uphill, so I'm all about that. I do it for the downhills, girls. I do it for the downhill. So I got on this chairlift. We got on the chairlift, and same thing. I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before. Intimidation factor was high. So as we're walking up to the chairlift, I'm looking at it and I speak it out loud so that he can hear it too. And I'm like, all right, see what's happening? There's two people right there. They're actually taking the bikes, and then they put them on the chairlift, and then we get on the chairlift. Like, I'm talking it out loud so I feel a little bit better about this whole situation and understanding what I have to do. Because I don't know, I'm following the leader. Anybody ever felt that way before? Yep, I know. That's why I'm telling this story. So we get up on this chairlift, and chairlifts have never been my most favorite thing to do, and it's probably because of my brother, and when we were skiing as kids, he would rock it and see how hard he could get it to rock. So it always scared me. In fact, if it started moving a little bit, I'm like, whoo, stop that. My brother tortured me as a kid. So we're going up this chairlift, and we can see the trails underneath us. I'm like, well, that one's not bad. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. They're really not that bad. I'm sure they're probably steep because they're going down, right? But they're not that bad. I'm like, okay, we can do this. We got this. Oh, by the way, we're going to the green one. The green of greens. The bunny slope, girls. We're starting at the bunny slope because I don't know how that they do it, right? I don't know how they register their trails. So we get up to the top, and I'm looking down all these trails, and I'm like, oh, we got this. Okay, nothing bad here. Like, we've dropped off way dumber stuff in Sedona and around my house. Like, it's fine. We'll be fine. So we get up to the top. We go to the green, and we start going down. Now, you know, stress is still high. Fair enough, stress is still high. Like, the anticipation, everything. We got off the lift fine. It's not like you come off with your skis and you fall over. No, they take your bike off and they set it there and they wait for you to grab it and you walk down. That was nice. Oh, Wendy's on here. Yes, I'm so glad you're on right now. So we go down this green and we're whoosh, 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 and it's a downhill park. So they have these nice berms, which I'm not good at on a mountain bike. This is not my thing, right? Not my thing. I'm very new to it. And so starting to do this and starting to go, and I come around this corner and it's a high berm, and there's this poor kid fell over in the soft part on the bottom. So I slow down, stop, make sure he's okay, make sure everything's fine. You could tell he's, you know, he's that early teenager. I'm fine. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So we keep going, and I catch up to his dad. I'm like, he's right behind us, I'm sure of it, which he was. And so we get down and keep going, and it's just flowy, and it's fun, and it's not hard, and we got this. Oh, have I mentioned that we don't have suspension on our bikes, and they're not full suspension bikes, and we're around a bunch of people that have full suspension bikes? We're like, psh, don't need full suspension bikes. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And we get down to the bottom, and I have the biggest grin on my face. Anybody ever felt that way before too? Like, that anticipation was so high getting there. That intimidation factor was so big walking up to the whole scene. And then, like, you're airing down and you're staring, you're like looking at everybody like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing right now? Okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And then you follow everybody and you get gone and you get down and you're like, I did it. Anybody else feel that way? Right? So we got down and I'm like, boom, we're doing that again. So we got back on the chairlift. This time we knew what we were doing, and I will guarantee you the picture, it's actually really funny. I took a selfie of us on the chairlift up the first time, and you can actually see where I am nervous. Like, it's like that fake smile, right? The one you fake to make sure that it's going. And then the second time we're up the chairlift, we're like laughing and that was so much fun. And you can see that we're actually enjoying ourselves. So went up the second time, and then they have some cross country loops here, which actually is downhill, but it's not like a downhill. So there's downhill and then there's downhill. So we went on the cross country loop that took us way out and around, and that was really cool because it's super woody and foresty and pretty, and it's a blue. Oh, did I mention we stepped up to blue? And I'm like, we got this, right? Okay, so blue, sketchy, not sure, but it's cross country, and I feel good about that. And so we go off, and again, nothing harder than we've done on any of the other trips I've been on. In fact, maybe even a little easier. We do some stupid stuff every once in a while, apparently. So I'm feeling good about it, and I'm like, all right, here's the plan. We can go get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because we're parked in the parking lot, or we can keep going, or, and he's like, let's get a sandwich real quick. I'm like, okay, but I'm not stopping for long because my body locks down. We're done. We got to keep going, right? Mental state. Gotta keep going. I'll eat a sandwich, but we gotta keep going. He's like, I agree. So we slam a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then we go up, and now that cross-country one that went this way, there's also a cross-country one that goes this way. And so that was the plan, right? We did it this way, we did it this way, and we'll be good. Awesome. Good plan. Until you get to the top and you can't go this way anymore. They have it shut down. And so which way are you going to go? You're going to take a blue downhill? No, not really. And I had seen it on the map. I'm like, okay, if we really feel like we're cool kids, after we do this, we can do the turtle trail. The turtle trail felt safe to me because of its name, right? I'm like, okay, we can do the turtle trail next. And it's a blue, and maybe we can do it. Anybody felt this way? Like you get somewhere and you said, okay, I got this, and we get this, and we got this, and I'm anticipating, and I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to feel comfortable about what I'm doing. And then all of a sudden your plans change. Yeah, that's what happened. So I took this picture next to it. We took pictures at the top of them all. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good plan, but I don't really have a choice right now. We're going down. Oh my gosh, it was rad. Because you know that as soon as you get past the mindset and you start going, you can't stop, and you're gonna have a great time if you allow yourself to do that. Get past that moment, get past the brain set, and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And we started going down, and it was really rad, and it had these high berms, and I got back into the high berm mode of dirt biking. We did dirt biking, the high berm mode all the time, but not mountain biking. So you get into the high berm mode, and you're going around, and you're going around. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And we got halfway down, three quarters of the way down, and I could feel it. And I'm like, uh-oh, we have a problem. Yep. And so I finally just found a place to kind of pull off. You could pull off at different places. We stopped a couple times to look out and see the lake and stuff. And so get down, and I stop, and I'm like, so the thing is, I don't have brakes anymore. My brakes are out. I'm gone. I don't have any more brakes. I'm like, can you look? I don't think there's any brake pads left. And so we looked, and sure enough, yep, no brake pads. Metal on metal. Yay! And so off we finished it. I'm like, alrighty then, here we go. And went down, finished that run, and called it a day. Came in, took a shower, and made my 4 o'clock call, and now live at 5, and ready to drive back to Arizona tonight. So that was a long story, but here's what I want you to know. Yes, Cheryl, exactly. It's always good for us to feel like a newbie at something every once in a while, all the time, whatever, right? I love doing these classes with you. That's why I love it so much, because I understand how you feel about what you're going through. And I also love pushing people that have been on the trail a lot, because guess what? I will absolutely push you until you're like, okay, I don't feel comfortable. Perfect. Now let's sort through this and figure it out, right? Because you can absolutely do this. Yeah, so today was a great day. This weekend, having everybody up here and hanging out with them on the trails and working together was amazing. Super huge hearts. Everybody just throw a heart for everybody that took the time and effort to come and hang out with me this weekend. I sincerely appreciate it. So much fun. And yes, we are all intimidated at some point. I was intimidated the first time I drove this thing. Are you kidding me right now? We're all intimidated at some point, but we can get past it. And that's what I love. That's what I love. Okay, on to a couple of moments of change. Challenge. The challenge is rad. I'm so excited. Everybody's doing such a great job. I'm loving the chit chat that's going on. I'm loving seeing all the emails come in. I love, love, love everything that's happening. Challenge number 2. Your picture is due on July 1st, which is Thursday. All right? That's a hard stop. I need you guys to get your picture in because I want to show it to everybody else. Please. So please work hard at that and make sure that you hit our deadline for Thursday. That's a hard stop. Then challenge number 5 and challenge number 6 also had that deadline. It's pushed off to Thursday, July 8th. Okay, I don't know how the first got on there. It's going to be the 8th. It's always meant to be the 8th. Sorry. So it's on the 8th. 8th. You have one more week to get number 5 and 6 done. Hopefully that brings a little bit of stress off of some of you. All right? Yes, you do have 2 more challenges coming. Yes, they are awesome. Actually 3. You're going to get one by tomorrow night. I had it ready for you almost on Friday night, but then once you guys travel with me, you'll understand nothing happens. It's not because I'm mountain biking every day. Well, I took today off, okay? Sorry. A half day. We had to load, and then I rode for 3-4 hours, and now I'm back to work. So, yes, so you have one more. You'll get it tomorrow night. I just have to finish it up really fast. There's just some words that I need to read while I'm not sleeping, and make sure that you get that out. It's as simple as the last one that you got, so you'll be just fine. Number 9, same thing. Number 10 is even easier. All right, so you don't have any big hard stuff going on. However, we still have that pending challenge number 3, and that one I am going to extend past the date of even the close of the challenge because it's been pending out there. It's my fault. It's not your fault. You'll still have some time in order to be very successful at it. And I'll give you a lot of ways for you to be very successful at it. Okay, so 0 stress. Nobody is stressed here. I'm not stressed. You're not stressed. We're all just fine. We're all just fine. So that is happening. I do want to remind you, we do have that 4 o'clock call now on Blue Jeans. Today's call was so rad again. Even if you just have an opportunity to jump on and listen. The last 2 weeks, we've had such great conversations about the most randomest things, and not randomest because they're all about what we're doing right now in the challenge, but it's a great learning opportunity, right? You get to ask me a question and hear about it, or just listen to it. Just listen to it and understand what's going on. So don't ever feel shy to do that. Yes, do I ask you if you have a question because I can see you jump in? Yes, I do ask, but you don't have to respond. You can say, no, just listening. Sweet, we're good. No stress at all, okay? If you have any challenges or anything else, that's a great time to catch me, and we will make sure that it happens for you. So, big 4 o'clock call reminder. I do put it up on WhatsApp, and it's the same link every week just as a reminder. Then we have some bad news. I know. Everybody do the unhappy face. Something completely out of my hands. Something that I have been dealing with internally for a weekish. Into last week, I emailed the ladies that were initially affected, like specifically affected. But tonight's the night where I'm going to make it public and understanding and making sure everybody understands what's going on. So, in Arizona, our forests are on fire. Many of them. Many forests are on fire. So as of last Friday, by Friday of last week, all forests in Arizona were shut down to off-roading, camping, and a few other things. Indefinitely, until they claim that there's enough water, etc., etc. And it is a drought year, like it has been pretty rough around here, right? So, with that being said, I had to make some really hard decisions, which you guys know I hate making these hard decisions, but this one's sincerely out of my control. We can't go anywhere. So the camping spot that we have up in Flagstaff is in the forest. The trails that we utilize while we're up there are in the forest. There's really nothing that we can do in the forest. And my biggest problem is, yeah, exactly, it's in Colorado too. It's everywhere here in the West right now. So I even outlooked, I'm like, okay, can we move it to here, or move it to here, or move it to here, or move it to here? And you know me, I'm always trying to figure out the ways in order to do it. And it's just not reality. It's not realistic, because if I change it from here to there and then they have a fire there, we're back in the exact same spot again. And it was so frustrating to me. And yes, as Wendy just said, thank you, safety is always my number one concern. In the Jeep, out of the Jeep, in the vehicles, out of the vehicles, on the trails, walking around, everything, right? And then for me to put us in a position where there's fire danger, then after we have fires in Arizona, we have monsoons, which are massive rainstorms. If we have a monsoon that then hits that fire damage, that's going to cause some pretty gnarly flash flooding this year as well. So I had to cancel our July and August opportunities, which hurts my heart more than anything. One, because I wanted to get the heck out of that heat and go play with you girls in the forest. I love, as you guys know, hanging out and doing these trips with you. So hurts my heart a lot. I thought we had a great plan. I thought we were past all this chaos of change and it just doesn't feel like we are. So the people that are specifically affected by that, we have been chatting. They have an email. If you have not seen that email, please look in your spam folder or something and reply back to me, and let's get something sorted out. You have a bunch of opportunities to get something sorted out with me on that edge. In the meantime, I am sitting at my desk, which actually everything happens for a reason. We hate to say this. I have some big projects going on, so I'm really excited to sit at my desk maybe for a month, and maybe I should probably really do that and make sure that we're really on task. So the invite is still open. If you need to leave your house and you want to come visit me in July, come do it. All right? I got a spare bedroom. It's hotter than the face of the sun outside, but we have AC inside. Probably put you to work for a minute. And there's all kinds of stuff to do if you'd like to go and do that. So I will be around, and I'm happy to host you and have you out and have a good time. There's always interesting things we can do, even though it is hot. So there's that, okay? And then we breathe. And then we breathe. And then oil sat on my notes, so I think we're done. I don't know, girls. This is just out of control. Everything is just out of control. So, yes, I appreciate your guys' understanding. And for those that are affected or planning on coming, that's where we're at with it. That's why you can't find it online anymore. But, big B-U-T's, big word buts. The convention is on at 100%. It's on like Donkey Kong, as they say. So I'm really excited about the convention. It's going to be in Phoenix. You will have the links and everything, and I will be after you. Yes, I'm going to chase some of you around to make sure that you're committing to yourself and coming to the convention. It's that first week in August, the 7th, 6th, 7th. Well, you're on my dates. I'm such a sucker. I don't even want to move him. He's just like sitting here. So cute. So you can come and be a part of the challenge or be a part of the convention. It is inside, 100% inside. You do not need a vehicle. You need to fly. You need to come laugh. You need to get out of your house. You need to come have fun and come have fun with us. So that is a for sure, not changing. Not changing. I'm not changing. I'm so hard-headed. And yet we keep coming up against these problems. So I am doing everything. I see no foreseeing change in that. Of course, I also didn't foresee the whole forest burning down and getting closed. One day, girls. One day. And those of you that know the second half to that sentence, you know what we're up to. We're going to have some good times. All right. Any other questions I can help you out with right now? Yes, last week's Live at 5 was extremely short. because I was right in the mix of all of that and I just couldn't handle it. I'm like, how do I tell another group of people that we can't satisfy a trip and it has nothing to do with me? So that's why last week's Live at 5 was 5 minutes. I didn't want to miss a Live at 5. I never have, and I didn't want to. But I also couldn't talk about anything because we didn't have anything lined up and locked down. But we do have a lot more coming up. So hashtag never bored. Hashtag never bored. All right? All right. So I don't see any questions popping up. Thanks, Cindy, for August 5 to 8. Thanks to Cindy for all of her help this weekend up here in Big Bear. Sincerely appreciated. So she helped me out. And Peggy and Terry really did a great job of riling the troops and getting a bunch of girls up here, which I appreciate that as well. Such a great weekend. So much fun. I'm loving this 80-degree weather, and I'm so sad to go back to 105. But I'm going back to my desk because we got great things to do. And this challenge, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you in getting all this stuff done. You guys are killing it. I love it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So now, some of you that were in the challenge last year and you came back this year, you understand why I didn't want to give up all my challenges, because they were so fun. I didn't just want to like throw them in there and say, okay, hurry up and get these done. Nope, it's not about that. All right, I got my notes back. Yep, convention is on like Donkey Kong. Okay, on that note, I appreciate you. I will think lots of things about you. I'm very excited about the convention. The convention is going to be awesome. And I'm going to drive. It's time to drive. Yep. By 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be back in Arizona. It's a nighttime train around here, ladies. Nighttime train. All right. Have a great night. I do appreciate every single one of you. And don't forget, everybody gets intimidated. Everybody has those moments of, oh my gosh, can I do it? And the answer is, yes, you can. Yes, ladies, yes, you can. All right? Yes, you can. Good night. Oh, hold on. Say good night, y'all. Say good night. Good night.